Hi guys and girls, today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, the literature and its benefits. Literature is not just something we study in class. It is an essential tool for understanding the world and ourselves. It is present at all educational levels, from elementary school to university, and goes far beyond learning to read and write. It is a way of analyzing, understanding, and even changing reality, both individually and collectively. From an educational point of view, literature not only facilitates teaching of linguistic skills, such as reading, writing, and comprehension. It also fosters a deeper connection with emotion, values, and ideologies. According to Prince Carmelo, in his article, The Role of Literature in Education as a Linguistic Representation of Individual and Collective Realities, published in 2023, through literature, students can develop critical thinking that drives them to interpret characters, analyze themes and narrative structures, and relate literary text to their own experiences and the real-world problems. Literature also contributes to enriching language and communication, expanding vocabulary, improving oral and written expressions, and strengthening the ability to structure ideas in a logical and coherent manner. Another great benefit of literature is its ability to stimulate creativity and imagination. By presenting fictional or alternative scenarios, it encourages innovative thinking and the exploration of new forms of artistic expression. In addition, it acts as a mirror of societies, recording values, conflicts, and ideologies. Literature is much more than a school subject. It is a tool that enriches both academic and personal learning. It prepares us to be critical, creative, and conscientious citizens. Well, literature remains fundamental in education, but it faces some challenges that have reduced its impact, especially among young people. Many students don't connect with texts because school programs always prioritize classical authors who don't always reflect the current interests or realities of the students. Additionally, traditional teaching focused on technical analysis and memorization does not foster a personal or creative relationship with the text. Altamirano argues in his article, Literature Didactics, How is Literature Transmitted?, published in 2022, that it is essential to change the traditional approach to teaching literature toward more dynamic methods. Okay, some of the challenges that Altamirano proposes are: first of all, it is essential to transmit a passion of literature, inspiring the students through direct experiences with the text. 2. It is necessary to adopt strategies like aesthetic modeling. This method involves teachers interpreting, reciting, and living literary text in front of their students. 3. The students should directly interact with literary text, experience the pleasure, emotion, and personal understanding. 4. The teachers should encourage literary dialogue and create a space where the students share their reactions and feelings through words, thereby enriching their own understanding. 5. It is important to create more creative and reflective evaluation methods and value the students' personal expression, encouraging them to write their own studies, stories, essays, or reflections. And 6. The teachers need to be more trained to develop skills in literary interpretation, expressive reading, and cultural mediation. In addition to the aspects proposed by Altamirano, one of the first necessary changes is a restructuring of the literary curriculum. The curriculum must be more inclusive and representative of the diverse cultures, genders, periods and voices. This involves including not only classical works, but also contemporary authors, marginalized voices, and works from different literary traditions or countries. It is also necessary to integrate literature with other disciplines like history, philosophy, or psychology. For example, by reading historical novel allows students to understand the social, emotional context of past time. Another key aspect of giving literature a more prominent role is creating spaces and activities outside the classroom that promote reading and literary reflection. For example, creating reading clubs can give the students the opportunity to explore literature to their own. At the end of the day, literature should help us understand ourselves and the world around us. If we want young people to fall in love with reading, we need to make it relevant, inspiring, and above all, human. It's time to bring literature back to life. First, we have the literary self-portrait workshop. This activity helps children reflect on who they are and express it through words. The activity will begin by reading texts such as Manolito Gafotas, which show how authors can talk about themselves with humor and a lot of personality. Then the children write their own self-portrait, describing who they are, what they like, or what their dreams are. Finally, they can accompany this text with drawing, photos, or even objects that represent them. This is a great way to work on self-esteem, self-awareness, and to create a trusting atmosphere in the classroom as everyone shares something personal. Another idea is the story-making machine, an activity based on the creative use of the dictionary. In this case, students choose a random word from the dictionary, investigate its meaning, and use it as an inspiration to create an original narrative or story. For example, if they select the word butterfly, they can invent a magical tale about a butterfly. This activity can be explained into a group project by creating a class dictionary, where each student contributes their word and story on an illustrated page. This approach not only stimulates vocabulary and creativity, but also promotes teamwork, valuing individual contributions as a part of a collective effort. Lastly, the emotion diary is an activity that combines personal reflection with creative storytelling. In this activity, children are invited to write a diary page from the perspective of a character or an object. They might imagine, for example, what a day in the life of a cloud traveling through the sky will be like, or for example, a pencil living its life in the classroom. This not only fosters empathy and understanding of different perspectives, but also improves their ability to structure ideas and communicate emotions in a correct way. These three activities make literature something alive and exciting. Children don't just read and write, they can imagine, create, and connect with the others. With these type of activities, literature becomes a powerful tool to inspire children, helping them explore the world and themselves through words. So that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it made you reflect on the importance of literature, not only from an educational perspective, but in all areas of life. Finally, I would like to say that literature is a fundamental pillar in our lives. It teaches us to understand the world, to question it, and to connect with our deepest emotions and feelings. Through its stories and words, literature invites us to discover different perspectives and reflect on what it means to be human.